will do that, yeah. pánové, čeká nás poslední zápas druhého dne boxu. Tímto zápasem bude utkání mezi Českou republikou a Stýgerem kanadské ligy Canadian Lacrosse. Hráči se tam ale posadí na státní hymny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to the last game of the second day of the EBOX program. And we will see the game between the Czech Republic and Canadian Lacrosse League selection. The teams will soon line up for the national anthems. Ladies and gentlemen, national anthems of Canada and the Czech Republic.
Okay. Hello, lacrosse friends, and welcome to the 2024 European Box-Lacrosse Invitational. The home side, the Czech Republic, are going left to right. They are wearing their red with the blue shoulder caps. They are up against the CLL, Canadian Lacrosse League team representing Canada. Darren Nolsky picks up the first loose ball, or the first face-off win, and CLL, Canada, will go to the attack. Nolsky still has it, hands it off. That one doesn't quite connect as he was trying to get it across to Dakota Morrissey, and the Czechs will come back. In the offensive zone, Brian Whitmer hands it off there. Lukas Kuchera starred last night in the Czechs win over Germany. He is a rising young star, just 18 years old. Ducks underneath, little flip pass, didn't quite get that where he wanted it, and the big hit by the Canadian defense. Knocks the ball free. They're down to 5 seconds to shoot. The ageless wonder, Pavel Doschle, with the stop. A flailing attempt on the rebound by Cam Pilon. Eventually the ball will roll to the Canadian defender, and he is shoved back in, trying to escape from the pressure. But Bailey Rousseau was forced into the crease. Czechs get it back, but that one pops free and is picked up by Liam Nolan. Gets to the restraining line, which stands a solid check from a Czech player. Garrett Hines can't quite handle that pass, and the Czechs are coming back the other way. The whistle that the CLL club is showing getting off the floor because they know how dangerous the Czechs are, but still there's a delayed penalty coming to Canada. Pavel Doschle. Hidden ball trick. A little tricky with the yellow ball. That one's picked off by Castle. Trevor Castle will run over the restraining line, but the cross-checking call will be adjudicated to Mateo Fernandez. So just a minute and a half into the first of 4 15-minute quarters. We're playing full games here at the EBOX. The Czechs will go to the first power play of the game. Strong right as they go Doschle at the top. Hard rip, Cam Pilon with the save. Christoph Adamiak is the lefty here, number 28. One of the lefties on the power play. Doschle is set up down on the crease on the lefty side, but as a righty, Pilon with another save. Turning aside Jan Fischer. You can hear the bench yelling, go. Aiden Baker takes off with the ball. He gets knocked loose. Battle for it. It's going to be scooped up there by Matusz Tilsher. Baker, Aiden Leonard Baker. His jersey just says Baker. That's generally where he goes by. He's on the far side. He's number 4. Here's Nick McKee. Just waiting for the call to be announced. I believe it's a legal substitution on Canada. They're saying they have too many men out. Somebody's got to go. It's going to be Caden Ludwig. He's got to go to the box. Little confusion for Canada. They didn't realize what the call was. Sent a 4th player out, and instead of going to the penalty box, he went to the defensive set. Ludwig will stay out there. And Canada in some trouble here, down 5-on-3. Nice tip, though, by Trevor Castle. Just got a stick on that ball to knock it away. Pavel Doschle having some trouble coming up with it. Those are some bright yellow kicks. Rips one, Cam Pilon with the stop. Track down there. Big hit laid by Ludwig. The shot about to be attempted by Christoph Adamiak. There's some trouble for Canada again as they got just one guy trying to break it out. Castle working hard. Oh, but it gets away and they lost position. It's a 2-on-0 and Pavel Doshli waves off Kuchera as he saw Doshli saw the Canadian coming in from the bench. That one's knocked down. And Dakota Morrissey is going to come away with it. He bulls his way up over center. Canada's killed the first penalty. 47 seconds remaining in the next. And the too many men call. Logan Cote. Pulling it down, Brent Harrison with the fake. Goes twister, gets it into the feet of Thomas Chekal. Chekal starting for the Czechs. They will switch halfway through. And Andre Hayek will come into the game. They're using this tournament, or this event. They keep being told the EBOX is not a tournament. It's a collection of teams playing games. Hard rip, save peel on, goes straight back out to Martin Peck. And they get up to Jan Fischer. Quick handoff over to Peck. His rip is turned away by Cam Pilon. Another fresh 30. The penalty's over. Canada's back to full strength. Rousseau comes running out. Baker pinning his man, chucks him off the boards as he's backing up Mikhail Shimai. He knocked him over, and we're going to have an illegal pick called on the Czechs. And Canada, trying to be respectful, said, "We think that's a penalty, sir." I know Canadian teams in hockey and lacrosse tend to come to Europe and find the refereeing very different. Naturally, it's going to be different in different places. There are a fair number of Canadian refs here, but there are also some international refs. I know I was going to say Czech using this as a tryout for their national team. Oh, here's a great chance. Just missing far side was Brett Harrison. Nice little sidearm attempt. Canada gets it back. A strong right with Kote up at the top. You can hear Todd Wilfong screaming, use it. That's going to be over and back. It did not touch the Czech player, so it will be over and back, and play will be blown down. Matusz Tilsher is going to get an elbowing call, or slashing call, sorry. So Canada will have their first power play. See, they've got Nick McKee down on the righty crease. Zachary Wildeboer will be the righty shooter with Cote, Logan Cote up at the top. So strong right. Noah Landriau's at the lefty shooter spot, and that in the corner is Brett Harrison on the crease picking that one up. Wildeboer, nice shot, nice pass. There's a shot by Harrison. Chekal makes that stop. Scooped up in the corner by Shimon Kuchera, the brother of Lukasz. Tries to pass it ahead to his brother, can't connect. Lukasz will check Mateo Fernandez. Fernandez runs through it, and we're going to get a tripping call. Kuchera can't believe it. Fernandez got kind of tangled up. It was certainly not an intentional trip, but Kuchera did wind up kind of banging Fernandez's feet one into the other. That's what toppled him. So there will be a penalty. Canada may want to get a shot fairly quickly here to get to the 5-on-3. That pass is knocked down, grabbed by Ben Lavalley, and the tripping call to Kuchera will be applied. Kuchera playing his case, but it will fall on deaf ears. Well, not deaf ears, the official did communicate, but we'll make it clear, nope, that was a trip. You see Brian Whitmer on the penalty kill for the Czech. Trying to check the numbers. It looks like Ben Lavalley down low. That rip was actually tipped aside by Lavalley. Long outlet pass. They're trying to get it away to Adamiak. He loses it. Canada is actually 5-on-2 at the moment. Czechs going for the change to try and save the length of the bench, and it's going to work out as Canada kind of tosses the ball away. Nice play there. Heads up by Zachary Wildeboer to tap it over. That one's on the back of the net. That's back in. Is it not? I thought he rolled it back into the crease. Czechs are going to be able to kill this first penalty as there's only 10 seconds left. That will leave them under a minute on the Kuchera penalty as it's run up over center by Jakub Plekschmidt. Plekschmidt gets a little pick from Doschli. Plekschmidt still with it. Finds Tilscher coming off out of the penalty box. Wildeboer gets it. Zachary Wildeboer, who played for Israel in the World Juniors. He does have Canadian rights. Oh, just drifts one high over the far top corner. Oh, a little slip there. Almost led to a breakaway for Doschli. Garrett Hines races back. Gets on Doschli. Oh, Doschli with a handful of moves. He is such a master. But Pilon stayed with him step for step. And then Logan Cote is looking to his team like, what was that pass? As it got away from him. Canadian coaches may have a word with throwing the palms up to his teammate. Yeah, we know the pass was off. Doschli takes it. Down low. As they get to even, Jan Fischer with a hard rip, but down into the pads of Pilon. Both goalies perfect so far as we are over 8 minutes into this game. I think a lot of people were wondering what the CLL team would be like. Last year was not a very successful trip for the CLL. They faced some issues and came in and had some compete, had some chances, but just weren't able to stay tight in many of their games. So people were predicting the Czechs to blow them out tonight. I don't think so. This is a pretty talented group. Of course, the Czechs are a fantastic club, but this is, again, they're running 4 different rosters in their 4 games here at the EBOX. It's part of their tryout process for the World Championship team for Utica this fall. Pass to the back door, didn't connect with Kuchera. Snagged there by Aiden Baker. He's going to create a breakaway for himself. Beautiful twister. Went hard twister fake and then kind of went back there, more overhand. Tucked it through the legs of Checal. That's a great finish by Aiden Baker. And what about the speed that Baker showed, just flying up the length of the floor. Took that ball and just ran away from everybody. Canada goes up 1-0. The CLL selection group looking very solid. Matusz Tilscher will go to the dot for the Czech. He is up against Trevor Castle. Look. Gary Nolsky would take most of the face-offs. The officials are going to get together for a chat. Discussion. So no penalty. It will be Czech possession. And we'll start in the hands of Mikhail Shemayan. Ball knocked loose. Picked back up by Shemayan. Tried to get over to Fischer, didn't get there, but Doschli did grab it. They've still got 14 to shoot. Oh, what a rip as he's getting buried. That's just a great shot in the near top corner. A rocket. Is that Krzysztof Adamiak? Nolsky and Tilscher. Pitch battle at the dot. Czechs coming away with it. It's 1-1 with 5:11 to go in the first. I'm Steven Stamp. This is EBOX 2024. Brian Whitmer will hand it off, and he's staying up for an offensive shift. A lot of Czechs running through the offensive zone. This is Lukáš Kuchera. Whitmer tries to feed it back. Oh, that's a beauty. The give and go feed Kuchera to Whitmer, who hesitated for a moment for the lane to open and Kuchera to make his cut, and then drifts one over, perfectly timed. Kuchera goes up one time into the back on the quick stick into the back of the net. And that is a beauty. 2-1 Czechs. That was Kuba, or Jakub Adamczyk. Ademiak.
Got
the goal for the Czechs. I was saying it was his brother who normally plays on the offense. This is his brother right here, Krzysztof Ademiak. But it was Kuba who had the first goal for the Czechs. Baker on a breakout. He's going to shove Shemai away. He's still on top of him. Shemai just managed to get over. Great period so far for Aiden Baker. Shemai lets it rip. Shoulder of Pilon off the back glass. Five players in along the boards. We're going to say push in the back, and the Czechs will have it. Doshli lining up lefty. He can play on either side. Just about as effective as a lefty as he is a righty. I think he's going to switch. Yeah, he switched back over to righty. Now Pilon with the save. Bounces over towards the boards, and Fischer has it. Fischer to Ademiak. Big battle in front. You can tell Canada trying to be physical with the Czechs. Outside rip coming. Pilon stops that. Ludwig corrals it. Sees the one Czech coming. Withstands that. Sees the other. Protects the ball. He's got to find his help. Tries to kick it. Tries to grab a Czech stick. Oh, it's a breakaway for Jan Fischer. What a save. Cam Pilon going to his left. Fischer got him going that way, and then Pilon throws the hand back with the stick to knock that one away. Here's Garen Kolski. Nolski. No, it's not. Sorry, this is Zachary Wildeboer. Nick McKee getting some picks from Wildeboer. Passes it down low. Nice catch. Comes out front. Hard rip, but right into Chikal's gear. That was Noah Landrio letting that one go from right on top of the crease. And Whitmer sprinting out of the Czech zone. He doesn't have the ball, though. He's totally faking it. They know where it is. Okay, they were playing hidden ball trick. I thought Whitmer was cradling a little strangely. Trying to sell it, trying not to oversell it, though. Pilon will make the near pass to Nolan, and that's just a little spicy for Garrett Hines. Wildeboer couldn't get that one, and the Czechs will come away with it. A little slipping. It's nice, clear skies tonight. Beautiful, a little chilly, but a beautiful evening here in Radotín. But there's been some rain. It is a little slick. A bunch of the Canadian players were buying turf shoes today. Oh, Pavel Doshli left wide open on top of the crease. CLL gets a bit of a break, but it doesn't last long as that outside blast from Andrei Podrushek is going to find the far side just inside the post, slipping it past Cam Pilon. Pilon, who played for the U.S. in the World Juniors twice. He was a backup, kind of served his apprenticeship one season, and the next year went in as the main man, played quite well for the U.S. Very promising young player. Like most young goalies, got some development to do. As you can see on that one save he made, he's really moving very well. He's a big kid, lots of space, but also quite smart, moves pretty adeptly laterally. Ademiak to his brother. So Krzysztof and Kuba both playing out there. Krzysztof Ademiak is 28. Kuba is 36. That's Kuba spinning off. Oh, big hit from Ludwig, but he withstands it. And then the running slide check. That's a big hit. You see this Canadian's ready to lay down the boom. Liam Nolan with that one. Ludwig runs into some trouble and just throws it away. Ludwig realizes that he's got Jan Fischer out there. That pass up top to Ademiak. Podrushek, the last scorer. Jan Fischer with the hard shot. No problem for a sliding Pilon off the leg pad. Podrushek behind the net. That pass didn't connect. Pretty nice agility by the man known as Stash, the referee. If he got out of the way of that one. Here's a chance running forward for Bill Brewer. Brewer smartly pulls out Kuchera back on the trail on the back check. Nice job by Brewer to hand that one off, and Garrett Hines into the offensive zone. He's got Leonard Marshall running some interference for him. That one was knocked down by Vitek Seri. back the outlet pass. Or sorry, that was another defender, but the outlet pass is made. And the Czechs into the offensive zone. Lukasz Kuchera. Final 20 seconds of the period. There's a little more time on the game clock than the shot clock. Doshli was motioning Czech to the net. He didn't come. I think the coaches said no. Oh, what a pass. Connecting to the far side, sliding to the floor as he tried to corner is Martin Peck. And we will go to the first intermission with the score, Czech Republic 3, CLL 1. Oh, sorry, there's 2.34 seconds left. So Aiden Baker is just going to step over center. And now we will go to the first intermission. The score is still Czech Republic 3, CLL 1. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the 2024 EBOX, the European Box-Lacrosse Invitational. We'll see you in a couple of minutes for quarter number 2. Welcome back, lacrosse friends. It is 3-1 for the Czechs over the CLL, also known as Canada. It's a club from the Canadian Lacrosse League. They put together the Canadian teams for the IIJL World Juniors, 16 to 18. They're having their first Women's World Juniors this year in Utica, New York. Going to be an illegal pick called on Cam Pilon. So the Czechs will get a fresh 30 and possession. Pavel Doshli coming to take the pass. He's going to flip it over to Kuchera instead. Lukasz Kuchera backs off. Did that miss the net? I thought it had gone off Pilon, but it just missed, which means it's going to be an over and back. And Canada will get possession. Zachary Wildemore. Tosses up to Logan Cote. Nick McKee trying to set some picks in the middle. It's a big whack from Matisse Dilsher. That shot doesn't get through. Almost through. Thomas Checal. Morrissey with a bit of a swat there. as Vitek Seri runs by. Seri looking for someone who's going to get a man off the bench, and Mikhail Samai. Kuchera was passing it through to Adamiak, but Kuba Adamiak was actually setting a pick for him at the time. Kuchera thought he was going to slip and roll in. Instead, he kept coming. Samai comes back to play some D as Aiden Baker runs into the offensive zone, hands it off. Kenny will get a sub out the front door. That's Brett Harrison going to the top. Takes the pass from Noah Landrio. Landrio. Sidearm rip. Oh my goodness, did that ever hit hard against the leg of the Canadian forward. I think that was Garrett Hines. See him grab immediately, but it seems there's a save by Cam Peelan. I'm just checking on the bench, see how Hines looks. Yeah, he's still rubbing the backside, the upper thigh where that hit him. He's okay though. He's getting up to the door. He'll be the second guy out next time. It looks like next time they go on the floor. Nope, they're going to put Logan Cote on the door to be the first righty out. But Hines is still in line to get out there. Rubs it off. Pilon with the save. Lavalley going after the loose ball. There have been at least a dozen Czech players taking turns up in the offensive zone, including Andrei Podrushek, who has a goal. Over to Kuchera. Right on top of the crease. Taking that pass for a great scoring chance, but they can't quite finish. Baker looking ahead. He's got the man. He's going to shoot. I thought he had a pretty nice lane to Zachary Wildemore coming off the bench. Baker, who has Canada's goal on a breakaway chance, opted for the shot there. Ball pops out of the stick of Adamiak. Caden Ludwig trying to take that pass. It's a little bit too far for him. May have just got the tip of the stick on it as he reached for that outlet. The Czechs get it and come back, and Matusz Tilsher will hand it off. Here's Doshli going to figure out who that is. Oh, Stepan Vesely, number 21. Liam Nolan was in some trouble, but looked as he got the double team. Nice job to flip it ahead so Logan Cote could run onto it. That is a heads-up play there by Nolan. He's getting an appreciative pat on the back from Canada's backup goaltender, Jace Lysenko. Cote. Good slide by the defense of the Czechs. That one gets away, and Pilon with the pass up to Baker. Finds Dakota Morrissey. Morrissey side pedaling. McKee. We're going to have an illegal pick. And the Czechs are off like a rocket. Brian Whitmer. Big stop. Cam Pilon. Not sure if Whitmer could play that. He didn't go hard after it, I think, because he had gone through the crease. Here's Aiden Baker. He's got one man. He's got Cote over there. Then the next righty was Garrett Hines coming through, and then it was a lefty, so it didn't really work out to try and hit one of the cutters. So they had a series of players running through the center. Here's Noah Landrio. Garrett Hines hands it off. Hard rip by Harrison. It's wide, and the shot did not get on time. It'll be check ball as the 30 expires. Tilsher sees the cutter. Actually, it was a pretty decent chance there. It was Shimon Kuchera. He's 25, or he's 15. He's staying out. I'm not sure if the Czech hasn't had a chance. I know. And there's a chance. Buried by Krzysztof Adamiak. Good passing play. And Adamiak just popped into open space at just the right time. He's a big target, tall, skilled player, and bangs that one home. It's 4-1 Czech. Castle for Canada, Tilsher for the Czech. And the Czechs coming away with it. Quick pass ahead. Trailer. That's a nice shot. Oh, what a big hit. It's Ludwig. His man, that was Andre Gisal. There's a penalty coming. There's Logan Cote. So it's a slashing call to Cote. The Czechs with a 4-1 lead will go to the power play. Kuchera. Actually, that's Kuchera taking it down low because they've got Kuba Adamiak up at the shooter spot. Kuchera back to him. That pass didn't get through. Ludwig got a stick on it. Oh, nice passing. And Kuchera, they've sent him down in the crease for that quick stick. He takes the pass from Jan Fischer. Beautiful play. Martin Peck was in on that one. 26, made the pass. Cross floor. And it's 5-1. Czechs with a power play goal. And the Czechs can score in bunches. Canada's played a pretty solid, pretty gritty game so far. And had some chances, but not really been able to do too much with them other than the Baker breakaway. Defensively, they've limited some of the chances, but so dangerous are these Czechs. Logan Cote, nice job to slide back out of trouble. Aiden Baker stayed there to help him out. Harrison handed it off to Baker. He's going to drive to the net. That one was blocked by a defender. Almost stepping back in was Ben Lavalley. Tries the one-handed pass, doesn't get there under some pressure. Nice job by Harrison. Holds onto the ball under heavy duress and comes out. Canada will set up. Leonard Marshall is in the middle with Lavalley. The two of them just jousting away. Stop saved by Tikal. He had Morrissey right in on top of him and was able to make the pass. Harrison had fallen in the back of the crease. He gets up and does make his way over to the bench. That pass skips away. It does get off the boards. It was looking like it might bounce over. Pass near side, 2 to shoot. Did that get on net? I don't think so. Yeah, and the 30 will expire. Shimon Kuchera will just watch it roll down all the way to Chikal's crease. He'll redirect it into the corner where it will be scooped up by Zachary Wildeboer. Canada trailing by 4 as we near the midway point of the second quarter. Pretty solid, pretty competitive game. The Czechs definitely taking better advantage of their opportunities and avoiding things like throwing the ball away like that. And the Czechs will come away with possession. Good pass up to Whitmer. Got a man coming off the bench, gets to Kuchera. Whitmer trying the quick stick. Looks like Canada's going to get a penalty. It's going to be a holding call on Logan Cote. Wasn't out of the box for too long and he's right back in.
White. Hey, holding the stick, 2.
Oh, holding the stick on Cote. Doshli as the Czechs go strong right again. Kuchera's up at the shooter spot this time. They move Adamiak down low. Now Adamiak's got a shot in the crease. Doshli gets bumped hard. I think that was Garanolski with the hit. Doshli back up at the top. Got Fischer on this side. Goes to Adamiak and caught that one across his body. Pretty nice. Goes around the world to the pass. Didn't connect with Doshli. Doshli behind the net. Hits the cutting Fischer, and it's in. And that is Pavel Doshli just operating out of his office back behind the net. Perfect timing on the pass to Fischer. Power play goal just tapped home behind Pilon. It's 6-1 Czech. Tilsher rips it out.
Radotín českou střelil hráč číslem 14 Honza Fischer, asistoval mu hráč číslem 10 Pavel Došli.
Shimon Kuchera steps away from the Czech, passes it down to Mikhail Shamai. Shamai behind the back. To Kuchera. Kuchera, that's Simone Kuchera with the shot. Ludwig rumbles up through some Czechs. It's the second man off the bench. Harrison went for the twister. It's a little tricky. He's the first guy off the bench. Obviously, was a righty in Garrett Hines, but they did have the lefty coming second. He's the guy who came open. So it wound up being a bit of a tough play for him. Oh, there's a nice save or the crossbar. Not sure. That's a save for sure. It's picked up, and there's a man ahead. Oh, they tried to get it to Mateo Fernandez, and he'll just kind of shovel it blindly behind him, but it does get over to Liam Nolan. Nolan, under some pressure from Whitmer, withstands that adeptly. But it's turned over. Whitmer on the run. He's going to shoot. Saved by Cam Pilon. Whitmer trying for all he was worth to convince the Canadians he had somebody coming off the bench. He didn't. Got a pretty decent shot off, but Pilon was all over it. Now that's a hard pass there. Kuchera is across the floor. Behind the back shot. Mikhail Shamai. Czechs get it back. Adamyak. Oh, squeaks at 7-0, just between the arm and body there on Cam Pilon. And I think Pilon wants that one back. Some of the goals he's given up have been really tricky. Some pretty open looks, really solid shots, but that one was from a bit outside, one he probably should have had. And it's 7-1 for the Czech Republic. Nolsky pulls it back. It actually goes right past Bill Brewer. But Fernandez is there. Mateo Fernandez slips into the boards. Pretty creative work on the floor there by Fernandez. But the Czechs do come away with it. Skips out of the stick for a moment on Jakub Plekschmidt. And now it's going to be turned over and Pilon with the outlet pass to Nolan. Nolan under duress with the double team. Andrew gets in there. Kind of a wild swing and hack by Ben Lavalley. A couple of pretty nasty chops, to be honest. I think that's Lavalley wearing the 82. I was told 32, but I believe he is wearing the 82 tonight. Apologies if I've got that one wrong. Kuchera. Don't give him space. There you go. Castle got out enough. Kuchera passed it off. All three righties for the Czech within about a blanket's width of each other. Whitmer's heading out of the defensive end as the shot clock is getting low. It is, yes, it's a reset. Run off the Pilon. Fresh 30. Kuchera ducks underneath. Shovel pass. Adamiak. That's high. Whitmer has it on the backside. Pilon sliding across, makes the stop, and Fischer buries it. Sorry, Fischer with the shot moments before that. Gets his own rebound and slips it in. Pilon had a lot of space to cover to get back after he slid out past his right post. And Czech Republic pulling away from the CLL. They're up 8-1 with 3:36 to go here in the first half. Again, the big, strong guys on D. They're having some trouble generating offense. Germany played the Czechs, or the Czechs played Germany in their first game last night. That was a fairly competitive game. Germany kept fighting back and getting close-ish, but eventually the Czechs pulled away to a 13-7 win, and they have a knack. So trying to drive here for another chance. That one misses, and the pass does get to Doschley, who shoots lefty, picks it up righty, tosses it back up top with the fresh 30. But they have a knack for scoring in bunches, just getting on a run. They get one there as Shamai passes it over to Doschley, who is on his natural right side, buries a 5-hole bouncer.
1-0.
It's Doschley from Shamai. Czechs with the ball once again, really pouring the pressure on it. Baker comes up with it, fights through the double team, takes off. We've seen how fast he is. Looks like he's trying to just run by his defender. Nice job in transition defense by Jan Fischer. Heads up play by Baker to just roll that one over. And McKee moves it on quickly to Dakota Morrissey. Morrissey tried one near side, just missed the close pipe. Shovel pass attempt by Wildeboer didn't get through, and the Czechs will go back into the offensive zone, trying to extend this 9-1 lead. Doschley with it. Tries to give and go back to Shamai. Doesn't catch. Pilon's looking up the floor. He wanted the guy coming off the bench. Logan Cote was the first one off, but he was picked up immediately by the Czechs. Nice job on the transition defense by Andre Gisal. Pilon makes that stop. There'll be no transition now as they got to dig it out of his gear. 1:53 to go. Oh, it's underneath him. He just stands up. Doesn't work for the refs. Doesn't agree with everything that's being called, he's saying. Doing a fine job most of it, I think he said, but I have a few quibbles. Hard rip by Cote across to the near side. Aiden Baker fights through traffic, shoots off the post. Thought he had that one, but it got a bit too much of the post. Look how he was pinging off the inside. Here's Simon Kuchera in transition. He's got the man off the bench in Pedrushek. Good job by Castle to pick up Pedrushek. Ball pops up and out of play. That's off the check. It will be Canada possession. 1:20 to go in the first. Cote, who's been all over the floor, primarily a forward. He's going to be coming back from playing D. He's taking a couple of penalties in that role. Morrissey waiting for a pick to open something up. Tries to feed it through to Harrison on the roll, but he was well covered by Dilsher. Lavalley gets possession. Wildeboer and him, and it pops free. And then a hard forecheck by Morrissey. It's actually jarred by Brett Harrison. Jarred that one loose. And now Morrissey has it. Lobs it up to Wildeboer. Landrio takes the pass and got 18 on the shot clock. More than that on the game clock. Harrison going underneath. Good recovery by Whitmer. Good composure to not slash at Harrison as he was on the ground. It's awfully tempting. Save, goes straight back out. Oh, what a goal. Zachary Wildeboer spinning. Gets his own rebound. The whirligig and a reverse whip into the net. That is a beauty. Adjusting to the situation with that rebound control. And Canada's got their second goal with 19 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's 9-2, Czech Republic. Face-off violation on Giranolski, so the Czechs will get it with 18 and a half seconds to go. They're going to take a timeout. Petr Popka, the Czech coach, was a long-time terrific player for this Czech team, now runs the restaurant, Restaurante Sokolovna, at the end of the rink here. This is an amazing facility, gorgeous little rink, nestled in the heart of Radotín. Restaurante Sokolovna might be the busiest weekend of the year for them in the Alice Rebeski next weekend. Pretty decent numbers going through this weekend as well for the EBOX and SheBox. This is the third annual SheBox tournament. 10 women's teams taking part, and there will be a SheBox All-Star game Monday night at 7:20. I know each team was able to nominate 4 players, so they'd have 20 per team, but some of the teams do not have people sticking around that long. I know a lot of people having to go back home on Sunday or leaving during the day Monday, so there may be a little bit of a shift to that. Some teams may get more. I would say Germany's probably going to have quite a few. They're doing very well. A couple of amazing players, Tessa Helf and Antonia Garba, both ripping it up for Germany in the SheBox. 18 seconds left, first half. Czechs at Canada CLL, or versus Canada CLL. Aiden Baker was thinking about trying to pick that one off. So the net is empty for the Czechs. Back door open. Great save by Pilon going post to post. And then ready for the rebound. That was a sharp one. That ball was fired. It was a little wide. It was a little late. It's a nice save by Pilon. He is tapped by Aiden Baker in a great half for Canada, but the Czechs dominate to the tune of a 9-2 lead, taking advantage of the opportunities, creating lots of opportunities. We will be back in 12 minutes with the second half. I'm Steven Stamp. This is EBOX 2024 from Radotín. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. We are back underway, and the Czechs looking for a breakaway. The 2-0, but Aiden Baker, look at the wheels. That kid is flying. Cam Pilon with the first save of the second half. Trevor Castle gets up over center, tries to leave it for a teammate, but it was just all red jerseys around him. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the EBOX 2024. Not gonna lie, a little sore right now. Just banged my head on the stairs on my way up into the booth. Not feeling fantastic. It's okay though. A men's lacrosse game in Radotín can only be so bad. Liam Nolan fighting off the check from Lukasz Kuchera. Garrett Hines comes away with it. Hines driving to the net, scores! Garrett Hines, great effort. If there's one thing that has not been lacking for this CLL club in this game, it's been effort. And Garrett Hines makes a lovely play, unassisted, to make it 9-3. Canada up 1-0 in the third quarter. I was speaking to someone earlier today, or actually here at the EBOX, and saying they played in a league where you got, if you won a quarter, you got a point, and if you split a quarter, you got half a point, and then you could get a couple points for the win. So you could rack up some points. But and he was saying his goal against the Czechs one time was just get a half a point, tie a quarter. He did it. I think it was Craig McFeeters, the goalie for Scotland here. Canada comes away with it. Ludwig rumbles ahead. Nice job getting the pass across to Wildeboer. And Wildeboer will shop a little. He's going to take a rip. That one may have actually hit his teammate going through. His Cote was trying to clear the pass. Shimon Kuchera was on top of him. Five players battling along the boards. Canada comes away with it. The 30 will expire, so they got the loose ball, but not in time to do anything with it. And the Czechs will come up to center. Adamiak gets across the line. There's a nice pass through by Adamiak to Lukasz Kuchera. Kuchera couldn't quite manage it. Now Kuchera's opposite number 55, Bill Brewer, running the floor. He is stripped by Adamiak. And the Czechs back into the offensive zone, 2.5 minutes into the third quarter here at the EBOX 2024. Pavel Doshli, hard pass across the floor. Kuchera had slipped just half a step too far. It's kicked out, and Aiden Baker's going to take it. Baker's been a standout for Canada so far. Checking who he's got with him. We'll leave it there. Penalty coming to the Czechs. Not sure if it was something behind the play up in the Canadian zone. Canada a little slow getting their sixth attacker out, but they are going to get a full 30 as it's picked up here by Wildeboer. He goes up to the top to Brett Harrison, quickly over to the far side. Thought they were going to come back to Harrison. That's off the post. And Canada's going to have a full 30 seconds. Once Harrison picks this one up, he'll be reset. Flirting with a bit of trouble there as he went by the edge of the crease to pick that ball up. Hidden ball trick. Czechs were on it. Harrison still had it. They knew it. Noah Landrio, hard shot. It's onto the backside of the mesh, rolls out, and will be covered up by the Czechs. It's going to be so it's a slashing call. You have to wait till he turns around. Czechs wearing jerseys that don't match their shorts numbers. Yeah, I thought so. It was Krzysztof Adamiak, or Adamiak. As players often do, he had an explanation for why he thought it was not a penalty. It was Harrison up to Landrio. Harrison rips one far bottom corner. Just 10 seconds for Canada to take advantage of the power play. It is 9-4. What a shot from Harrison. It's nice simple passing, but seeing the lane to the far corner, boom, Harrison rams that home. And Canada has their second goal of the quarter. Canada with the first two goals of the third quarter. Aiden Baker He's over center, but oh, that's a pretty nifty play if he did that on purpose. I don't think he lost it. I think he was actually throwing that one hand back behind him as he was triple teamed near center. Now Baker's going to cut to the middle. The passing lane's not there. Nick McKee falls, pops up. That's a nice move. The shot swallowed up by Andre Hayek. Hayek had to look around behind him. Wasn't sure where that ball was. Hayek has come in to replace Thomas Chekal. The Czechs were planning to split the game, 30 minutes for each goalie. Cam Pilon remains between the pipes for Canada. Well, Aiden Baker was running up where he thought the ball was going. I'm not sure if he just misjudged that Kuchera was getting there, and that is an issue. Oh, what a play. Oh, Kuchera on top of the crease, battling his alternate 55, or matching 55, Bill Brewer, and the Czechs will come away with it. Backdoor attempt, doesn't quite connect there. They're trying to get it through to Simon Kuchera. Oh, that is just a power bomb rammed through by Mikhail Shimai. Mikhail Shimai gets it, and it's 10-4 for the Czechs. Just for 5 minutes here into the third. So much young talent for this Czech club. They are playing 4 different rosters during the EBOX tournament, as this is part of the selection process for their national team for the September World Championships to be held in Utica, New York. Nolski for Canada against Tilsher for the Czechs. They're itching to go, and they're going to have a face-off violation on the Czechs. Krzysztof Adamiak took off early over the restraining line. It was a bit of a slow whistle on the draw. I mean, you want to change the cadence up now and then, but you can see them both just with the hair triggers ready to go. Here's a chance on the crease. What a save by Hayek. Gets his hand, or his far foot, on that shot by Wildeboer. Morrissey trying to back his way in on Lavalley. Lavalley slips a bit. Morrissey turns and shoots. A save by Hayek. Morrissey's going to get it back right away. Sees his help for a moment, but he's double teamed very aggressively by the Czechs. And then it looked like a bit of a hold by the Czechs, and then Morrissey clamped down hard on the Czech defender's stick with his elbow. Could have called him both ways there. Wisely just move on with the game. No need for a penalty in either direction there, and the Czechs into the offensive zone. Andre Podrushny. Backdoor all alone, wide open. They completely lost track of Stepan Vesely, and Vesely has Cam Pilon at his mercy, shows none, and the Czechs have regained their 7-goal lead that they had coming into the third quarter. Really spread. We've seen a lot of Czechs playing up in the offensive zone as everyone's around the center circle now as this battle ensues. Yeah, Jan Fischer with a couple of goals and Andre Podrushek with a couple of goals. And then 7 other Czechs have scored. Aiden Baker fighting through the double team. Finds Harrison. Baker will go to the bench as Canada sets up for an offensive shift. Wildeboer goes up over the top. Tilsher on him. Tilsher makes the big double pick, and they're going to call it just an excessive pick, but they will say illegal cross check. It's going to be Nick McKee. Garrett Hines was kind of hobbling a little bit as he got to the bench. Looks like he's okay. I was wondering because he is actually going to go down to the end of the bench. Maybe he's just getting some water. Yep, he's back in the line. He got hit with a shot from his own teammate. A little friendly fire behind the net in the first half, and was definitely hopping about and rubbing his pain, and went right back in. Here's Baker going to try to run by the Czechs again. Pretty good job to force this chance, and they shoved into the goalie. It's going to be no call. Baker, a little tap for Andre Hayek. Aiden Baker just has that gift of speed It can make such a difference, and he knows how to use it. Excellent effort, honestly, on that last one. Hustling back with him by Christoph Adamiak. I believe it was. Here's Adamiak right now. That shot's off a Canadian and out of play. Doshli will start with it. Vitek Seri heads to the bench to get a fifth attacker out. They just play around on the right side a bit until he gets there. That's Pedrushek. Cross floor pass down to Doshli. Gets away from him. He was a little casual picking up. Cam Pilon going to come out and try and get it. That one cut up. I thought it cut up into the mesh a little bit. It was definitely high on the boards. Ludwig has it. Caden Ludwig will just actually take a shot on net as it comes down to it. He flung the ball behind him as he felt the pressure. Didn't see his outlet, I guess. And wound up tossing it all the way down to Andre Hayek. Check over to Doshli. Very nice ball movement. It's flying around. Doshli tried that one, didn't quite connect. Doshli couldn't get that pass, so it's grabbed there by Trevor Castle. He's going to aim straight at Petrushek and run through him, get the shot off a little bit high over the crossbar. That's a pretty nice transition run by Castle. He saw Petrushek racing back and just went straight at him. Canada will get it after that one went out of play. And Andre Petrushek went back on that defensive shift, and then as he went to the bench, saw that someone's lacrosse ball, I think one of the kids around the court, their cross ball had come and found its way onto the floor. He just pitchforked it up back into the stands so the kid could grab it again as he went off. Big battle along the boards. He came away with it for a minute, but hard work from Jakob Plekschmidt. And we're going to have the 30 expire on Canada. And the Czechs will come forward with possession. This is Jan Fischer. Easy for Adamiak. Hits his brother. That one's a little bit wide as Kuba Adamiak takes that pass. Adamiak working on the pronunciation. Christoph Adamiak out to Kuba. Hand save, Cam Pilon. Oh, the rebound just bounces away from Nolski. And Christoph Adamiak had a chance. Here goes Baker. He's going to run. Now shovel pass nicely over to Liam Nolan. Nolan's got a couple of players coming off the bench, but lots of red jerseys around, so he wisely hands it off. Hustles back to the bench for a change. Hidden ball trick, and while Harrison was waiting for the slow fake pass to come back to him, Ben Lavallee was all over him. That's a hard shot from Hines. Checks him up with the loose ball. Hines with the forecheck. Adroitly slipped by Andre Gisal. Lavallee. See, Ben Lavallee is wearing 32. I swear he was wearing 82 in the first half. I was told he was going to be in 32. I'm sure he was in 82. Am I imagining things? He's wearing 32 now. Cross floor pass to Kuchera. 1 second on the shot clock. Is it? It is good. What a give and go. Kuchera accepts the pass, rifles it back across. I'm pretty sure. Yes, that was Martin Peck with that goal. Peck, another one of the young players on this Czech club. They're saying they're using 4 different rosters to make it part of their tryouts for the Utica World team. The officials here are also trying out for Utica. Nolski wins the draw, fights his way through, looking for someone to hit with a pass. Whitmer was all over him after he lost his stick, though. Whitmer now will chase his stick down. Saw the Canada making a change, and he still had some time. Baker. It's a little far from McKee, who was running in. Whitmer will pressure McKee as he picks it up, gets the hit, it pops loose. They're going to say over and back because Whitmer didn't touch it. So, Wildeboer, that's not going to work out well for him. So Canada had it. It was over and back in Canada, and Wildeboer kind of kicked the ball, and that rolled it open. It was scooped up by Jakob Plekschmidt who ran down and took a shot. The play was being blown down. So they're saying they hadn't blown it in. It wasn't yet time for the Czechs to start playing. But then he took the shot, and Canada definitely wanted a penalty for delay of game or unsportsmanlike conduct. Cam Pilon in particular was distressed by the lack of a call. Here's a chance. Nice. Oh, okay, not a perfect pass to Nolan. Great idea from Bailey Rousel. But it kind of handcuffed Nolan. It was in by the hip. That's a tricky one to catch, especially on the run. Canada 3.5 to go here in the third. They trail by 8. Logan Cote gets this one. Here's Nick McKee. Tries to pass it through to Cote. There's a lot of traffic. He almost got it. If he'd been able to pull that in, he actually had a decent chance to get a really close-up shot. That's going to be an over and back. That will roll all the way down to Cam Pilon. But before the over and back can be called, the 30-second clock expires. Either way, of course, Jan Fischer will take the ball to start with possession for the Czechs in the corner. Little fake there. Tosses it up. Pedrushek looking for the hat trick. Shovels it down to Kuchera. There's Shimon Kuchera, saved by Pilon. Trevor Castle takes off. He is sturdy with that ball. It's hard to separate him from it. He loses his footing. That's going to have it pop out. And here comes Kuchera. That's a great save, Cam Pilon. Kuchera is deadly. Looks like Mateo Fernandez had a little trouble sliding and kind of coming up a little bit late. He looks okay now, but another Czech defender lost that. Fernandez, I think, was a little out of his element as he did seem to strain himself a little bit when he fell. Got up and hadn't quite recovered his positioning, and Shimon Kuchera was naked on the back crease. Buries that one. It's 13-4 for the Czechs. 2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Check all the scores, stats, highlights at ebox-lacrosse.cz. You can go to the photographs page. Shutterlax is here, led by the inimitable Merrick Storr. Nolski flips the face-off window himself, winds up running through a Czech defender who was just stepping off the bench. But the Czechs still come away with possession. Samai bounce passes over to Adamiak. Adamiak trying to get by Liam Nolan, fights through it. Nolan may have gotten a bit of a break to not get a holding penalty. Aiden Baker's going to run onto this. Kuba Adamiak on him. Nice pass. Oh, Brewer caught it, tried to get his balance as he had to jump up in the splits to get that one. As he came down, getting the shot off, may have had a half second more than he realized. Castle all over Doschley. This CLL development team is a lot of young players, a few more players as a range of sort of 20 to 24 for the most part. Noah Landrio is an example of a guy who played back in the junior, in the CLAX, with the junior CLAX team for the World, what was called the World Junior Challenge before the IIJL World Juniors. That's saved by Andre Hayek. He's looking for the outlet. It's going to go short to Pedrushek. Fisher's running down. He's picked up by Rousel. Here's Adamiak. Wildemore back for a defensive shift. He's all over Adamiak. Now Nolan goes out, runs in to Tilsher. Got a cross check on the arm, and it kind of slid up to the head. Baker takes off. Look at those wheels. He's all alone. Save! Hayek, a great stop with the right hand. Aiden Baker is just lightning in a bottle. Oh, Lucas Kuchera, what a pass to set up that backdoor attempt. Pilon makes the stop as it got across. Couldn't finish it, but holy cow, Lucas Kuchera, the skill this kid's got. Leaves it there. Adamiak. Kuba Adamiak. He passes to Doschley on the far side. The veteran rips it, scores! Pavel Doschley still has it on that blast with 1 second left on the shot clock. He buries it just inside the far post to make it 14-4 for the Czechs over Canada.
Do týmu Česko střelil hráč číslo 10 Pavel Došek. Czech Republic goes to by number 10 Pavel Došek.
Nolsky and Lavely for the draw. Oh, sorry. I thought it was 1 second left in the shot clock. It was 1 second left in the period. And we have hit the third period. It's 14-4 for the Czechs at the EBOX 2024 in Radotín. I'm Steven Stamp. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the fourth quarter. All right, lacrosse friends, we have 15 more minutes to play in day 2 of the 2024 EBOX. Czech Republic up 14-4 on the CLL team. Logan Cote had the right idea. He was trying to flick the ball to his teammate. It got away from him, though, and that'll be an over and back. Cote will stay in play on defense. Here's Mikhail Shamay. Adamyak to Petrushek. Steps out high. Backdoor. Oh, nice passing play, but Krzysztof Adamyak just missing that one. Baker trying to tap it ahead to himself. Almost worked out. He wound up losing his stick as it got chopped down hard upon. That pass is turned over. Ooh, oh, what a play by Baker to keep it from going over and back. He took that pass from Bailey Rousseau. Got away from him a bit. He was in that dangerous spot right near the center line for the over and back possibility. Canadians falling all over the place. Cote is going to take an unsportsmanlike penalty. Lavely was getting into it there with Garrett Hines. Cote had taken it in sportsmanlike. He took a couple of penalties earlier, and this one he didn't like that he was knocked down and there was no call. And he was all over the referee. The hand went up for unsportsmanlike. There's a bench penalty to Canada for unsportsmanlike. And it looks like Garrett Hines is getting something as well. That'll be a offsetting penalty with Ben Lavely. They're shaking it off. They're pointing at Lavely and Hines and saying, oh, don't worry about it. We're good. But there are a couple of penalties, both unsportsmanlike on Canada. Now, if you have 2 players in the box and then you take another penalty, that's a penalty shot. But, or if there are 2 penalties already, and Canada does have the 2 unsportsmanlikes, but I think the Hines and Lavely penalties would be offsetting because there's already a penalty called.
Red, roughing, 2.
So it's roughing to Lavallee,
Roughing, 2.
roughing to Hines. They do offset.
We've also got white on sportsmanlike, 2. White on sportsmanlike, 2. 5 on 3. Blue ball. Red ball. 5 on 3. Red ball. White ball. Red.
So because Cote took the first one, and then I think the bench took the second one, Noah Landrio serving, these penalties will be served concurrently, which means it's a 5-on-3 for the Czechs for 2 minutes. Penalties didn't go up on the board. Nice save by Pilon sliding across. Yeah, and the refs are going to stop play because they see that the penalties did not go up. So we're going for about 7 seconds.
Hey, we should have 2 penalties on the board for white. 2 on the board for white for 5 on 3. 5 on 3.
Now they're going to put the 2 minutes up, but the play was going for a bit. Looks like they're just going to leave it at 2. And there should be about 7 seconds off, I believe.
How much time's come off the penalties? So, how much time's come off the penalty? Like 8 seconds. Now, set the penalty clock to 1:52. 1:52 on the penalties, okay?
So Michael Leahy, the head official tonight, is going to say put 1:52 on the penalties. As there's about 8 seconds. I thought 7 seconds. He's saying 8 seconds. He's right about there. So they just need to get that time off. I'm not sure that you can set them to 1:52. So they have to run it down. I think they're just trying to figure out the logistics of doing that because they didn't have them up beforehand. Okay. Oh, no. You know what? They've got one at 1:52. They can do it. Now they just have to do the other.
Second one, please.
They figured it out for the first one. There it is. So 1:52 to play on the 5-on-3 power play for the Czechs. 13:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Fisher will start at the top with the ball, lobs it in, and here we go. Doshny gets it back. Cross floor pass, Kuchera rips it, save Pilon. He got it back, Ademiak across the crease, Doshny to Kuchera. Nice movement and tucked in by Christoph Ademiak. Takes a little cross-check post shot from Trevor Castle. Looks at him, decides not to retaliate, and that is wiping out one, so that was 30 seconds of penalty time, 22 seconds after the restart.
The 2 minutes they're offsetting, when do they come off? Five on four.
Aiden Baker double checking, make sure it is 5-on-4. Canada's got 4 players out there, 3 of them on the defensive line. Nolsky and Tilsher. Quite a battle at the dot. Lavallee comes away with it. No, sorry. That's Daniel Vemelka. That's the first time I've said Daniel Vemelka's name tonight. Defender wearing number 99. Pedrushka hands it off. Skip over to Mikhail Shamai. This is Damiak up at the top. Behind the back. Not sure why he had to do that. Doshly loses it. He's done a couple of times tonight where the ball's just kind of popped out of his stick. Demiak cuts under one, shoots. Tried to get it before the 30. Don't think he got it off in time. Either way, Canada picked it up. Aiden Baker had the loose ball, and Canada's up into the offensive zone. Morrissey over on his offside. Canada's got 3 lefties. So Morrissey's just going to hang out over there on this penalty kill. Lavallee out on him. Oh, it gets away from Baker. Can he keep it onside? He cannot. Puts it down. Oh, and that's not blown in. The Czechs again trying to take off a little bit early. Play hadn't quite been blown in, so Jakob Plexschmidt had to hand it over. Fisher. Doshly, multiple moves. Pilon just stayed with him. Now Pilon will reach out and snare that ball in his crease. Lobs it ahead to Liam Nolan, who will run onto it. Canada with another 3 seconds to go. Then they'll be back to even. As Noah Landrio runs through, gets into the double team. It pops away from him, but he recovers it. Nice work, get up on the ball. Drives, shoots, stopped. Oh, it rolls in. Oh, they're saying it wasn't. It was very close. It was definitely on the goal line. It was definitely partway over the goal line, but I don't know that it got over. And Greg Hart was right in position along the goal line to see where that was rolling. It was close. Andre Hayek did not know where that ball was, and it was rolling perilously close to a goal for Canada, but they grabbed it just in time. Oh, it was a nice idea by Mateo Fernandez, but that lane was not there the way he tried to make that pass. Here comes Whitmer. He's got a man off the bench. That's Kuchera. Hits the trailer. Samai. Rousel gets out on him to take away the scoring chance. That shot was blocked partway through as Ademiak was putting everything into it. Wound up spinning himself into the turf. They go back to Ademiak from Whitmer. Back to Whitmer. That was on the wrong side of him, so he's going to have to step out, shoots hard, but Pilon gets it. Pilon will make the short pass to Baker and gets up just about as fast with his legs as it would on a pass through the air, and he'll shoot. Might have been a bit of a force on that one, but Baker digging in and gets the ball back. Hey, that's not a bad shot if you're going to go and get possession back when it's stopped. Penalty coming at the Czechs as Harrison getting into it in front with one of the Czech defenders. I think Simon Kuchera. And, oh no, that's Simon Kuchera. Oh, it is Simon Kuchera. So it was Kuchera that took the penalty, and then by the time it was applied, or play was blown down, it was Kuchera that was up at center going after the loose ball. So it's a slashing call to Simon Kuchera. Canada's going to go to the power play with Noah Landrio up at the top as they go lefty strong. Brett Harrison and Dakota Morrissey, the other lefties. Logan Cote was just over the bench getting some last minute instruction from Todd Wilfong. Hard rip by Cote. Zachary Wildeboer is down in the far crease as the righty. Throwing from his posterior. A nice pass out by Morrissey, and then Morrissey just holds on to the stick of the Czech defender, Klekschmidt. It goes unnoticed. And Canada remains on the power play, and will get the ball after that long pass was nowhere near being completed. Oh, and short hop Brewer, he recovers and gets the ball, fights into the offensive zone, and hands it off to Wildeboer. Nice job by Brewer. And here's Landrio. Canada getting their fifth attacker out. Oh, nice behind the back attempt by Cote. Took the pass in traffic. Morrissey and Klekschmidt getting into it. Some pitched battles in front of the nets, on top of the creases at both ends. Czechs love to play a physical game. This Canadian club definitely trying to bring a physical presence. Here's Fisher. 5 to shoot. Kuba Ademiak up to his brother Christoph. That one's just after the buzzer. Certainly not to lay a game late, but it was for sure not on time. As Fisher took that shot. Rousel takes his pass just over center. Wildeboer waiting for the rest of his cohort to arrive. Just 17 seconds on the shot clock for Canada. That's a pretty nice pass. Landrio ducks around one and scores. That's a lovely play. Very nifty pass through traffic by Nick McKee. Saw Landrio coming in, and Landrio throws the hard fake, drags it down, cuts through the middle, and tucks it home past Andre Hayek. It's 15-5. Been quite an entertaining game, given that it's a 10-goal spread. Again, go to EBOX-lacrosse.cz to see all the scores and scorers. 10 women's teams in the She-Box. Here's Baker, shoot, save. Hayek just got that one. Baker used Cote as a decoy and got that rip off.
Team Canada goes for the
18 teams in the EBOX this year. Record number of games being played here at LCC Radotín, of course, and over at TJ Malashidze. Don't think there are any games that usually messed up. I'm not sure. I don't think there are games that Wrocław across the river either, but there's a bunch of rinks here. 3 of them will be used for the European Box Championships in 2 years. Announced just this week that the Euros, the 3rd ever Euros, will come to Prague, and it will be the 1st ever Women's European Box Championship. I believe both tournaments being played together. Don't know the dates yet. It's going to be June, July. Oh my goodness. Liam Nolan went down in front of the Canadian bench. He was looking quite uncomfortable. We've seen some great games today here at the EBOX. Very exciting early morning games. We have back-to-back games going to shootouts to decide a tie. As Belgium and Italy, a real rivalry match, went to the extra frame, or the extra tiebreaker, and Belgium, with 2 goals in the 3-person shootout, emerged with a 16-15 win. The second game here at Radotín today, it seemed like everyone was favoring Scotland pretty heavily in their matchup with Poland, but Poland kept battling back, tied the game up, and then won with the only goal on the 3 penalty shots each in the tiebreaker. That one, some terrific games. Tyler Kolodka had a hat trick. McCoy Schmiegel had 4 goals. Timon Sarnat had 3. Jan Rudzak had a goal. So they wind up with 12. The one thing I didn't quite get, honestly, they go to the penalty shootout, and Christoph Schmiegel, the younger Schmiegel brother, actually took the penalty shot instead of McCoy, who had 4 goals and was one of the top offensive players. And Christoph Schmiegel had 2 or 3 penalty breakaways during the game. Didn't score any of them, and unfortunately they're bringing the stretcher in here. The medical personnel have got the stretcher in. Yeah, Liam Nolan not looking very comfortable at all. Oh, I hope he's okay. Brett Harrison just went over to take Liam Castle's gloves and stick so that he could help out if necessary with their fallen teammate. Castle will take them back as the medical personnel have it. They're going to lift Nolan right up, off the floor, through the gate, and onto the stretcher and take him away. Helped by Jim Ludwig, the trainer and equipment manager for Canada. Nice round of applause from the crowd. Speaking of the crowd, we've got a whole bunch of Alberta Warriors who have been a competitor, a real contender for the Alice Rebeski title over the last few years. A bunch of them in town. They love to get in early, get over the jet lag, adjust to the time, see some of these EBOX games, really enjoying themselves. Nolan just wheeled off. Yeah, he's looking pretty sore. I think he's going to be okay. We got 7:43 to play in the 4th in this last game of day 2 of the EBOX. She-box going on as well. Malashidze rink also being used. A lot of games over there. The She-box, which started 2 years ago, has 10 teams now this year. They started playing short games, the Rebeski style 2x15s. Here's a chance on the back door. Nice save by Hayek. Whitmer comes away with it and flicks it, but a little precipitously. It's going to be picked up there by Harrison. The big issue was that there was just not enough time on the rink to fit in a bunch of longer games, and with the men's tournament growing as well, they needed more space. That shot's well off the mark from Morrissey. Wildeboer diving attempt, stops it and gets there first. Lavalley on him, Wait a minute, that's an 82. Is there an 82 and a 32 and Lavely is 32? Okay, I was given one wrong number. And that's 82, and I don't know who it is. Here's Brian Whitmer. Baker races back, tries to get in the way, and may have actually been a bit of a screen as Whitmer turns and fires. Makes it 16-5. But yeah, so the women's tournament has added teams. They're up to 10. And they had some of the shorter Rubeski-style games, but they've also been playing full 60-minute games, which honestly not a lot of the women's teams have had the opportunity to do. And they obviously need to do that, as that is what they'll be playing. Regular games, just like the men, at the Utica World Championship in September. So great to see them getting that chance. Here's Aiden Baker. He's going to settle things down a bit. I know I was talking to a bunch of the women who were playing, and they were saying that's a little scary to play because they've been playing the shorter games. You've got to get used to the long ones. They're excited to get the chance, excited to be here and be a part of this. And just, it's become very normal now to have the she-box as well. Great dunk attempt, diving from behind the net by Brett Harrison, but Hayek was right there, nestled up firmly against his crossbar and post. So it's great having the she-box going on. EBOX is always a good time. 18 teams around the world, or sorry, behind the back by Fisher. Now he's switching to lefty to run off. Here's Aiden Baker. Gets a pick from Morrissey. Tries to slip through. The shot doesn't get there. 6-5 on the shot clock for Canada. Landrio will go underhand. That's a hard rip that just got stopped by Hayek. He actually grabs it with his hand out of the pad. Makes the little pass. Kind of warily coming forward is Simone Kuchera. He's just waiting for a pick, which eventually formed, and then he just throws it away. It's an over and back. Bill Brewer's going to go after it, realizes it's heading down into the corner, and they can just pick it up there. So he gets to the bench, and Logan Cote will take it for Canada. Canada has their 5 attackers out. Comes to Brett Harrison on the near side. Mikai Samaya on him. Samaya's been playing mostly offense. Big pick, and then flattened from behind. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. It was right in the numbers on McKee. Harrison waits for a moment as Pilon gets to the bench. They've got 10 to shoot. They go to the back door. That's a nice angle. The shot by Hines gets his own rebound, gets another shot. Hayek just making that second save. It's going to be a check from behind. And Canada, with 5 minutes exactly to go in the fourth quarter, will go to the power play. It's 15. Simone Kuchera with that check from behind call. It will be Canada to the power play. This CLL team. Marty O'Neill also on the bench for Canada. He's been doing goalie clinics. He always comes over to Czech Republic. Oh, just stop. Oh, it's a chance anyway. I was going to say it almost became a breakaway. Now it is a breakaway. Great trail check by Logan Cote, taking that chance away from Viteri Seri. Whitmer almost had the transition break. That one gets away from Morris. He doesn't know where it went, and Seri will get there first. There's been a bit of a tangle up. Brett Harrison for Canada, and I think Ben Lavely. Got 32 for the Czechs. They'll both go to the box after getting tangled up. And Lavely lying on top of Morrissey. So face mask on Harrison. It's Harrison, not Morrissey. And Lavely for the Czechs. So it's still power play for Canada, minute 27 left on their man advantage. They say strong right with Cote up at the top. He gets it back from Landrio. There's a lane, hard shot by Wildeboer, turned aside by Hayek. Wildeboer tried to pick it up, had the stick knocked right out of his hands there. Another collision, another topple. Canada comes in, they're 3-on-1. Oh, Morrissey with the backdoor quick stick, but Hayek was there as the ball arrived in Morrissey's stick, Morrissey trying to get it away quickly, really almost needed to take a beat and go back to the other side. Hard to think of that, though. Oh, great forward check by Morrissey. Knocks it loose. That won't be an over and back, of course, because the Czechs had it. Here comes Landrio, who's coming off the bench. Nobody was there in time. Wildeboer did get out, but Landrio elects to take the shot as he had some space on the far side. Just missed it a bit wide on the far post. Still 43 seconds on the power play. 15 on the shot clock for Canada. Cote behind the back. Wildeboer thought about it. The pass gets through the stick of Morrissey and into his face mask. Here's Landrio. He takes a look at the shot clock. There's 3 seconds. Passes it. Oh, not a bad play. It was just a bit high for Wildeboer. And then, insult to injury, the quick shot release at the end actually hits him in the back of the leg. Whitmer, what a sneaky little dangle. But it's a 10-second count. It was fancy, but it took a bit too long. By expectant father, Brian Whitmer, for Brian's many fans and friends around the lacrosse world. Speaking to his lovely wife, Yana, today. And they are 5 months pregnant, expecting a baby this September. Their first. Very excited for them. Here's a diving chance. He scores! What a play by Leonard Marshall. And he points up here to the camera and says, yeah. Leonard Marshall, who's gone up for some offensive shifts. A bit of a slow developing crease dive attempt. But he just takes a great angle, reaches out, extends, and kind of tucks it back between the legs of Hayek. Canada gets back within 10, 16-6, 2:57 to go here in the fourth quarter. Baker almost had it, pops loose, Czechs going after it, and they do come away with it. Adamiak to slow it down. One of the Czechs is on the turf in the crease, just leaves his stick and heads to the bench. Podrushek will find Doshli. The Czech legend runs to the near side, backpedals, spins. Nolsky on him, 6 on the shot clock. Adamiak thinking about the shot, he will take it and scores. Kuba Adamiak, or Jakub Adamiak. Really just getting a late in the buzzer, late in the 30 shot to avoid the time clock violation, and did it very well and snuck it into the far side just inside the post. It's 17-6 for the Czech. Big hit by Fernandez. It's going to be Czech possession. Cote will put it down, head to the bench for a change. Canada not sending anyone at the defensive door. Now they get to it. Bill Brewer coming out to join the fray. He'll pick up the man off the bench. Whitmer is going to throw it out to Adamiak and head in for a change. They lob it to the middle. It gets away. Baker grabs it. He's going to take off. Nobody's going to catch him. He's too fast. Well, actually, that was Lucas Kuchera, so he almost did catch him. He at least stayed with him. That is a pair of horses ripping down the floor. What wheels. I have dreams where I run that fast. It's beautiful. Fisher, far side of the floor, pulled down Adamiak. That's Kuchera setting a pick. There's the roll, nicely defended. Maybe a little overzealous with a bit of a grab there by Castle, but it worked. Adamiak around the pick from Shamai. Simon Kuchera, hard shot, hit the defender. He's down to 3 on the shot clock. Backdoor attempt, Fisher. Is that a goal? No, it's a crease violation. So Canada will get it, down 17-6 with 1:12 to go. Now there's a penalty coming to Mikhail Shamai. Could be called dead ball contact. Could be a slash, holding. You can call that a lot of things. Canada will go to the power play for the final 1:12 or less if they can get a goal. They don't need to pull the goalie now if they're going for an extra attacker opportunity. I don't think they would anyway with a 17-6 deficit. Canada with the ball. And they score just 9 seconds into the power play. That's a nice finish by Zachary Wildeboer. Whitmer and Nolsky with 1:03 to go. Nolsky clamped down. Whitmer tries to swat it free. Nolsky comes away with it, feeds it through. Oh, Cote had a great chance, just lost control. Then toe kicks it right off the end boards, goes into battle and is snuggled by Jakob Plechschmidt. There may be another one, as after Plechschmidt put the wrap on him, another Czech defender came in and was just lumberjack chopping away. I think they're just going to go with the one to Plechschmidt. It'll be holding. He looks disbelieving, but I thought that was fairly obvious when he gave him a big wrap around from behind. 43.5 seconds to go. Canada back to the power play. They only needed 9 seconds last time before Wildeboer ripped it home. Let's see what they do now as Cote will start with it up the top. Landry will quickly down. That one doesn't connect. Wildeboer is going to track it down. Nice job to just tap it to Cote, but it gets away from him. Whitmer, shovel over the head. That's nice. Gets to Simon Kuchera. Wildeboer races back, kind of slides past. Nice save, Pilon. I love the hustle from Wildeboer. And then Wildeboer laying the hit on Simon Kuchera, who just grabs the stick and tries to drag Wildeboer down with him. 13 seconds left. Cote running up over center. Nice swim move to get past Tilsher. Flip pass doesn't get there. It's tipped away. It's just 4 seconds left. And really? Czech Republic takes a timeout with 2.67 seconds to play. They're going to put it up to 3, make it around 3 seconds. And we'll let you know that tomorrow, day 3 of this 4-day EBOX SheBox extravaganza begins with Austria and Hong Kong meeting here at Radotín. At 9 o'clock over at Malešice, Italy and Poland, which should be a really interesting game. The other games here at Radotín, the ones we're broadcasting, 10 o'clock, Scotland and Switzerland. 2 o'clock, Germany and the CLL would be playing. That's going to be a fun one. Ireland, Finland's over at Malešice. Here at Radotín, Sweden and Belgium. And then tomorrow night, the showcase event, Czech Republic and England. That should be a dandy. Here at 8 p.m. Czech time for the SheBox. Games continuing over at Malešice, but also some games here at Radotín for the women. Ireland and the Netherlands at noon Czech time. Then Germany, England at 4 o'clock. Hong Kong and Norway at 6:40. So, that's at Malešice. But remember, Monday there will be a couple more SheBox games here in Radotín and the SheBox All-Star game at 7:20. And we have games all day long tomorrow and Monday here in Radotín. LCC, Lacrosse Club Custodes, the jewel in the heart of Radotín. Final score tonight, 17-7, Czech Republic over CLL Canada. I am Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Come back tomorrow for more EBOX and SheBox from Radotín. Have a great night.
I was hoping it was going over. Just didn't.
You know, just get next time.
I actually expected I was going to be jacking that up. And the last second, the contact with the ball, it's going, it's halfway over the line, and then it goes like this.
Well, it's nice. It's like, because he didn't know. I didn't know. Oh, I'm going to go on. It's on the line. It's on the line. It's on the line. It's like, he's right there. It's standing right there.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So if you yell at me from the bench, go, yeah, what are you talking about? I'm like, right. Literally in the crease when I'm in.
I had no question. It was so good.
And in my brain, I was actually expecting to put my arm down. Yeah. And at the last second, I'm like, oh no, it's not in. Great call. Great call.
He ran back, transition defense, and tripped him, and he called the check. 55.